Hey guys, it's Helen Vandenberg here again at getclientsfast.net. I hope you're all having an awesome day. Now, as you can see, yet again I'm out walking Meg. She's over there somewhere. See if we can find her. There you go. Beautiful. It's my usual time where I do my thinking every day. I have to walk the dog if I'm home. So I just wanted to catch up a few thoughts. Now, yesterday, some of the facilitators at the Her Invitation were asking me some ways to fill their events. And one of the things that I kept saying was get on the phone, just get on the phone to people. But there's a really good question came up. It's like, well, God, how do you start that conversation, or how do you even get the confidence to start making outgoing calls? So a few tips today, just to, hey Amanda, good to see you, just to don't play small, make the call. I want you all to get on the phone today to people and tell me how it went. So the first thing is, if you're reaching out to people and you're not used to doing this, I would say start with people you know. I certainly have had times in my business where it's felt a bit like tumbleweed, where I've had, been sending emails out, been doing Facebook posts, and nothing is coming back. So it can feel a bit strange, like you're very isolated, and then you can end up hiding behind your computer. Hey Bev, great to see you, welcome back. I think it's quite normal that if you haven't had much engagement with your community, or you don't even have a list yet, then you might feel it's a little bit awkward to pick up the phone. But come on, especially all of those of us that are women, we are brilliant at communicating. We know what we're doing. So the first thing I want you to do is, if you're struggling to really get that confidence to reach out to people, is just start with some really easy calls. So I want you to pick 5 people that you know, they know you already, they trust, they know about your journey. It could be colleagues, it could be clients from the past, it could be ex-work colleagues, could be people you've trained with. So I want you to pick those and just ping them a message. It's sometimes useful to find the best way to communicate with people, and for me it's often a Facebook message or a text message, even better, probably better than an email these days. And hey, you two talking to each other, I'm just watching the messages here. You're saying hi to each other, which I think is absolutely wonderful. So maybe send a text message and say, hey, have you got I'd love to touch base with you, and just do a catch-up call. And the purpose of the call is to be of service. So you can say, just wondered how your job or your career or your business is going. I'd love to tell you what I'm up to now. So you've got lead with the service. How are things going for you? Love to have a touch base, and then then also mention that, and of course they're going to ask, oh, I'm back. So, hey Jen, good to see you. So we're just talking about how you can do those first calls if you're feeling a bit anxious about it. And I know not everyone is, but for some of us, if you've not been engaged with a community for a while, then, or if you don't feel you have much of a community, then just getting on the phone to those first few potential clients can be tough. So start with, here's the plan. This week, I want to schedule in 5 calls to people you already know. They could be colleagues, peers, trainers, ex-work colleagues, and just do a catch-up call. So this is send them a text message or a Facebook message and say, hi, just wondered how you're getting on, how things going. Could any chance we could have a quick catch-up call? And obviously they'll also ask you what you're doing now. So that's your practice, because what I want you to practice on those calls is being able to articulate when people say, what is going on for you? And Meg's just about to probably say hello to another dog here. Let me just show you. Oh, she's over there. Morning. So what I want you to do is make sure that you can get practice saying, what is it you do? So when someone says, oh, so what are you doing now? Then you can say, you can see, how does it sound when you say, oh, I'm running workshops, or I'm helping women become more empowered within their businesses or their careers, or I'm doing yoga for mums, whatever it is. So it will give you the opportunity with a very friendly audience to start articulating what you do, and in a friendly, non-cheesy way. So that's your first task. Okay, then we move up to the next level. So first of all, just some practice calls. The second one is, I want you to practice sales conversations. Find a buddy. There's some of you on this Facebook Live now. Buddy up with someone and practice your sales conversation. So I want you to just take turns in, and you can do this over Skype or over the phone or over a coffee. Take turns in as if you were making a client offer, explaining what you do and what the price point is, and inviting someone into role. Honestly, this is the one thing that with my clients makes the biggest difference. We can get them all the leads that they want, but if they are not able to close on the phone and really articulate what they're doing, then this makes such a huge difference. So I want you to find a buddy and practice. And again, if there's people on the live stream here, buddy up together, pick a time. And so what I want you to do is, one, pretend to be the client and you can just say, hey, my ideal client or my potential client is someone who works in this industry. They probably don't know me very well. They are, have these qualities. And then you just give it a go. Honestly, I still rehearse my pitches at least twice a week. I'm in a mentorship group, and I make sure that even when I'm not selling, I make sure I do it. Okay, so you've got 5 practice calls with people who you know, and are really just opportunities for you to just get back on the phone with people. Then I want you to pick a buddy, find a buddy, and swap and practice. Put it in the diary and do it. So again, you'll need to give them a bit of a brief, and I would say commit to doing it over 4 weeks, once a week, over 4 weeks. It doesn't have to be a whole hour-long call. Aim for a 20-minute call, no more. Even a 10-minute, maybe just the bit that you find tough, but go for it. Okay, and then the next thing is, well, who do I call? I think it's always great if you can, again, lead with service, is have a purpose for the call. So if you want, obviously it depends. If you're trying to fill places at the very last minute, I would reach out to people that you already know, and then I know we've already discussed some of these things around ways you can generate leads. But if you're doing part of a launch, or this is part of your ongoing sort of development, just getting you into sales conversations, you probably need to invite people into a call for a specific result. Now, the gorgeous Amanda Ruiz, she helps people on their call find their PR golden nugget. So it's like, what is that one thing that you can say to an editor or someone in the media who might want to work with you, who might be interested in getting you into the press? How can we as a business owner find that thing that is really captivating to them and is newsworthy? So if you book into a call with her, you will get that result. So it's not saying come in for a sales discovery or a strategy session. It is, come onto a call with me and we will get these 2 or 3 things nailed. So I think if you can promise a very specific result, that will really help. So for me, it might be your 1 month to money plan. So it will be, we'll find you a ways to bring in another 5K in your business in the next 30 days. It's a very specific result. So this is a little bit different to some of the sales strategies that other people use. And it's not the only way to go. But if you're new to this and you just want to get calls under your belt, then I definitely recommend having a very specific offer with a very specific result. So you want to think about, who is your ideal client? Now, let's say, for example, I'm using a lot of the Her Invitation examples here because I know there's some of you guys on the live stream. If you are trying to sell in women's assertiveness or empowerment programs to corporates, it's probably not about the women's empowerment. The sort of consultation you want to have, because you want to think, who is buying this? It's not the individuals who are going on the course, it's probably the HR leader. It might be, if it's a medium-sized company, it might be the CEO or the business director. It's who is the purchaser. So think about who's bought from you. So it might be head of diversity, if they've got one of those, that would be amazing. It might be someone in HR, probably in HR learning development. So what you want to do is talk to them about, and I have an example just from my husband's company he works with. They're a tech company, so they have very few women employees there, and they are pulling their hairs out on how to engage with more women. So the sort of approach I would make to them is, for the head of HR, is 5 ways you can increase your clients' retention process of women, or for them actually it's even attraction. So how to attract more women into senior roles, or whatever is relevant to that industry and to that person buying. So it's not, here's how to empower women. this is as in the end result of your program. It's here's how this program can help you in your role do your job better. It's like, how can you make them look fantastic? So how would you do that? And I'm sorry, I know I'm rattling off today. I just want to get this done nice and quickly. So how would you do that? So you can reach out on Twitter, on LinkedIn, you can join groups. Certainly start with your own community and everyone you know, and just do what I call a warm letter of introduction, and say, hi, this is what I'm doing now. I'm offering this specific call or this specific some appointments over the next few weeks for people, describe then, who are HR leaders or who are, in my case, CEOs of their own company. And I wonder if you know anyone who. It's always great if you feel a bit awkward about asking people directly, you can always say, I wonder if you know anyone who might benefit from this. Okay guys, I'm going to wrap up for now. So I want to please post your commitments. Buddy up, find a partner to practice with, tell me about your 5 calls, and then if you want more details around what exactly you should be offering and how to position it in terms of the type of a call, just send me a Facebook private message or put it in the Facebook feed. Take care guys, this is Helen Vandenberg of GetClientsFast.net. Bye.